Greetings. Yo, I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Speedrun, bam! We are out here on the VoskCoin mining farm. This is one of my many failed Bitmain Antminer S21s. The S21s came out. They were the best Bitcoin miner to buy. Everybody was excited. They were coming off the heels of the huge success of the Bitmain Antminer S19 series. That generally, other than kind of the XPs and some of the S19K Pros there at the end, was an incredibly strong, robust, and just high reliability and just high performing Bitcoin miners, especially after their S17 series was awful. Bitmain is the biggest ASIC miner manufacturer in the world. These are application specific integrated circuit custom computer miner machines. They only do one thing, which is basically compute the SHA-256 secure hashing algorithm, 256-bit encryption, or the Bitcoin mining algo. After a lot of rage and outcry, this S21 series has honestly been awful. Going public with my issues like internet crybaby, and then in conjunction with a very big list of Bitmain emails, about half a year later, was finally able to be updated. I need to pay a $200 repair bill to get my machine back. I don't even remember at this point if this is one of the machines that broke and has already been repaired once or what, but I sent this in and it's basically, you know, latest generation Bitcoin mining hardware, and now it's very much barely current generation mining hardware with the S23s have been announced. I mean, there's a whole new miner series that's better than these. Like that smooth cut, I just flipped the blade on this. So I was out of warranty by 6 days, and I guess that meant that they needed to contact me for a bill, and they just never did. I just never got it back, and I kept getting blown off for help on the issue. Look, they sent this back in a S21 Hydro box. So this isn't even the right box or the right foam. It's not an anti-static bag. It's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I definitely wouldn't call it a white glove experience, right? Gross sticker over there. According to them, one of the hash boards went bad, and the whole thing didn't work because of that. Depending on your electricity bill, miners can make a lot of money or actually even lose money if you have a disgusting electricity rate. For me, this would earn, depending on when I had it and prices, $2 to $5 a day after I pay my electricity bill, depending on Bitcoin's price. This should be earning about $11 a day right now, and it will cost me less than $7, about $6.50 a day to run this machine. So Bitcoin's more difficult than it's ever been, so I'm mining less coin than ever. So in retrospect, I easily would have been mining $5 a day or more there. So I've had 6 months of downtime, so $5 of profit per day times 30 times 6. I've lost $900 of true Bitcoin mining profitability here. That sucks. I don't like it. I'm not thrilled about it, and it puts me much further away from this being a good investment to something that will hopefully be able to just even break even on.
Do you want to mine Bitcoin and not worry about any of this? Congratulations. Then you need Musk Miners. Musk Miners operates their own mining farm and then gets you hooked up, earning passive income mining Bitcoin quickly. Check them out with the link out in the video description below and start mining Bitcoin today.
Thankfully, we have some unique advantages out here on the VoskCoin mining farm. Some miners we get into review. I do this all day, every day, so I can procure some pretty good deals. And then beyond that, we got some solar to offset some costs. But we really need a lot more with how many mining rigs we've been plugging in. The warranty experience honestly has been awful. So like I said, I was gonna make $900. So on top of that, I had to ship the thing, which cost me like $50. And then I had to pay a $200 bill. So minus $250. I've realized a loss here of $1,150. Not thrilled about it. I always say mining is easy passive income, and it really is, and I'll stand by that. You plug in a power cable, you plug in Ethernet, and you're off to the passive income races. Where it gets more difficult is when you start to try to scale up a farm. You want to run, you know, over 80 machines in a box like that, or you want to run 27 in a box like that. You need to pull out another electric service. You got to wire up all this stuff. A couple things breaks, stuff goes down. You end up doing more and more than you had originally planned and anticipated doing. Scaling it, it's not free. You know, there's sunk time, there's sunk costs, and all the problem solving along the way, but it's also fun. It's engaging. I like it, I enjoy it, you know, most days, I should say. And you know, it's been an incredible experience, and I've learned so much in this endeavor. I'd do it all over again if I could. And I haven't actually been out to the farm in a couple days. But as far as like actually coming out here and working on the farm and doing mining things, nothing. There's many days where it's passive income out here, and I think some people get the wrong idea. If you're one of the best people in the world, also known as a VoskCoin subscriber here on the tube, that this is so involved, this is so busy. You only see me when I'm out here. You only see me when I'm busy. Well, I'm always busy with one thing or another, but you only see me when I'm busy with the farm. You don't see me out here just kicking back, relaxing. And, well, you know, I'll be honest, I don't do that. God, I can't believe how much grass is coming in over there in the gravel. I hate weeds. And it's just like, the trench line is just getting like murdered in particular. I don't, maybe water's like the dirt's loose in there, so water's like all sitting there collecting, it's moist, and then all these weeds are growing. But I mean, it's right there, like that's the trench line. I've been working hard to expand the VoskCoin mining farm, from running all that power into there, optimizing the VoskCoin immersion shed, and the big and very expensive endeavor, because the power company wouldn't run more power to me. I basically ran the power from VoskCoin HQ over there, over here to this other mining building that we just got in, so that I can utilize this. And I mean, my mission is simple: to just build out my infrastructure and plug in as many mining rigs as I can handle. You know, from an infrastructure point of view, from an actually managing these point of view, and beyond that, you know, obviously capital constraints. Miners are more expensive than they've ever been, and that's why this warranty experience has been really disappointing. Some people are cheering for Bitmain because of their new announced efficiency, but when you look at the air cooled, it's not really that much different or better than their S21 XP, especially after essentially overclocking mine. My best XPs get 12.5 to 13 watts per terahash of efficiency, and the S23 air cooled that's coming out next year is 11.5. And will they even work, and will they stay working? Look, let me tell you this also. Do not immerse your S21 miners. You are in for a bad time. Don't do it. Canon, they make an immersion specific model for single phase. Use that. I've got that out here in the farm. It's incredible. I wish that's all I had in the immersion shed. Bitmain does make immersion specific models as well, but they're only rated for 3-phase, so make sure you understand that before you get all excited, jump in there and buy one, just to find out you can't actually run it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged in. That's kind of where I'm at. That's my experience. That's how that was for me. But the other thing people have been cheering about is Bitmain's, you know, announced they're gonna build some miners in the US. We'll see, and I hope they clean up their quality control. I don't think they have quality control. Everybody used to say, oh, Bitmain's testing them, burning them in, making a bunch of cash. I think that's true in the past, honestly. And they're making a lot of sweet coin before they ship miners out. Since then, though, there's so much demand. I think they just crank these out as fast as they can, and the profits are high on the machine sales. I mean, they don't cost that much to make. It's the R&D. It's that, just the fact that they know what to do and how to make them is the difficult part with their business. Why bother with the labor of plugging it in? Just make you know, 10, 15 bucks a day. They're making, depending on which machine it is, like $4,000 per machine. It's wild. It's insane returns, and that's on Bitcoin mining, which has the biggest ecosystem to support the most mining rigs. And then they just keep making better ones, more efficient ones. So they always have something new and better to sell you that literally replaces and invalidates your previous purchases, probably, maybe also from them. It's a vicious cycle, man. I sit here talking about it, I start to think, what the fuck am I doing playing this game? But I love Bitcoin. I want to build the network, secure the network. We're solo mining, we're pool mining, we're running nodes, everything in between out here. And just continuing to work on the farm and build it up.
So I'm back with another update. So this S21 back from Bitmain after a very long time, barely out of warranty by a couple of days. They charged me to repair it, and within a couple of days of running it, it's already had a critical failure where the device stopped mining. Reboot it, same critical failure. The S21 Bitmain Antminer series, absolute trash, awful, garbage. Like, if you took your car in to get repaired and then they said you're out of warranty by like 2 days after you paid this money to repair it, and then you drive it home, but what you didn't make it home, it broke down on the way home, you would be absolutely furious. And that's the case here. And honestly, cars are a good comparison for some of the Antminers, because Bitmain thinks that it's okay to charge $30,000 for some of these. Granted, the S21 did not cost that much, but that's how much they charged me for the AL1 that never broke even and never even came close to breaking even. So the prices for many miners has gotten ridiculous, and the quality control for many of those miners is non-existent. It's beyond frustrating. So I have this miner, I have a sunk cost here. What do I do? So I set a hash rate target of 190 terahash a second. So it's a 5% performance reduction, basically because the hardware sucks. It failed again after I did that. So then I switched over to a power target, and I did this with the Brains overclocking software. You know, it gives me these customization options. I'm not sponsored by them, it's just a tool I'm using right now. There's other things that do similar stuff out there as well. So with that in mind, I also have a 0% license with them, which is nice. Switching it over on a power target, I was like, okay, we need to get a baseline. Can this thing at least work at some power level consistently? I ran it at 3,000 watts overnight. Cooler temperatures though, it was fine. So I just bumped it up to 3,200 watts. That's given me a realized hash rate of about 177 terahash a second. The 1 hour hash rate on the 3,000 watts was about 172 terahash a second. And the hash rate's still creeping up a little bit, so maybe it'll be able to settle around 180 terahash. Bottom line is, even if I can get this thing stable at 180 terahash, I have a 10% reduction here off the top of mining performance due to low quality control. It's frustrating. If I send it back in for another repair or something, or to be looked at, maybe the miner will go missing for another half year. Still haven't gotten my other miner back, and maybe they'll send me another bill. So whatever you do not immerse this series of miners. They will fail there, and they may just even fail in an air-cooled environment. But to put it simply, it's very frustrating. This concludes my my update.
Beautiful Alexa is making guac, which I'm very excited about. We got the secret Chipotle guac recipe. I call it guac-potle. If you want it, bam, there it is. It's been leaked anyway. I modified a little bit though. More lime, more red onion, more jalapeno. Don't get too crazy though. You get heartburn. At least I do these days. I appreciate you. This is our CMO, our Chief Mining Officer on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Tails, 10 seconds on every video. I'm done. Goodbye! See what it feels like in a fighter jet? Whoa, look at that Jeep. I just pulled my back. Oh, sick of my 30s. Does it only get worse? How did I pull my back? I was just having a little fun. Goodbye.